Alright, so here is what we call a casualty of badness, as Politics Watch likes to say. Watches YouTube pay videos, yeah, you'll be a well equipped term. And we found Andre Bunny Hines. Now, from what it said, that this guy was a known 87 who was taken by security forces. So let's go to it. So up until the light of 2019, Westmoreland police said they did not know about Andre Bunny Hines. But soon after he killed two people in reprisal for his younger brother's murder, 31-year-old was killed during a competition with lawmen in the parish. By Saturday, quickly became ever present on the police's most wanted list. About 11 a.m., the police said they were fired at the search for Hines and other gunmen in the forest area. The lawmen returned fire and basically did that end well for Hines. Alright, so an AK-47 assault rifle, two AK-47 magazines, several rounds of ammo was found on the dearly departed Hines. Robert Gordon, who commands the Westmoreland Police Division, told the Star yesterday that Hines' brother was killed after he was accused of being responsible for a young missing gun. So basically said the brother was involved in some badness too. Alright, okay. Even though they're going to say that the younger brother is involved in a form of violence from indication. Because that is home somewhere in Russia. Not the overseas, but there's a community in Jamaica called Russia. Believe it or not. Some criminals from the gang hid a weapon under the cellar. They went back for a weapon, couldn't find it. So usually happens when a lot of the weapons of these criminals are more important than human lives, especially. And let's just say if you get accused of stealing, mishandling, or not being not accounting for the weapon when it goes missing, yeah, best believe that's going to be your last act on earth, your last moment on earth, as a result. Alright, so they said that were accusing him of about what happened to the weapon, and when that didn't work out well, let's just say that his duppy walked out after that. Okay, so he added that Hines, after killed two people, he killed another man in Bluefields. Okay, and quote to quote, right now we're looking into at least 4 murders around him, and that's how he ended up in Alder area. Additionally, the group of witches are among the 3 of them together. There are at least 7 murders that were investigated, he said. Going to say that Hines has 2 associates identified only as Santa and Moses. Yeah, these names that these guys give themselves. Okay then. Drove for types of people out there. And they basically, even though I don't completely believe that, said that, hey, the scourge of this area has been sent off the mortal coil. Even though I'm pretty sure there's a collective of people who supported these guys. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be blocking the road soon, saying that Hines was one of Santa's help. Well, no pun intended. That he was part of the Salvation Army, the Red Cross. That he was delivering goodwill and virtuousness wherever you went. Expect that crowd of people to start showing up and making a martyr of this guy. Yeah, that train is never late. Alright, so after intelligence, Gordon said the security force made several attempts to print Hines, but someone managed to elude him. Alright, basically mean that some people tipped him off about the police coming and hit him. That's what they meant to say. Just like somebody tipped them off about where Hines was right now before he got taken out. And I'm pretty sure his associates are going to be going on an Inform of the Dead revenge tour as a result, though, because they figured that somebody leaked to the police about this guy. Alright, so quote unquote, he may have got his brother's kills because there's 2 persons for that, but he petty persons associated with them. Alright, so but from a police perspective, simply put, one less killer on the loose, he said. Which is good itself, but let's just be honest in the fact that, yeah, the peace supporters and enablers, and I'm sure this guy had people that were going to bat for the late departed Hines, who's now with Dogpaw, Nevada Hodges, Bun Waste, Perky Boy, and all the other deviants who did evil deeds in their life before they got sent back to the gates, through the gates of hell with the Master Satan. Yeah, this is just what we call a casualty of badness. And yeah, as I said before, that I'm sure that they're saying that the really the scourge of these one less monsters off the streets. Bear in mind that there is going to be communities and homes that are going to be breeding people like this Bunny Hines. And yeah, when you look at his picture, you thought, oh, this looks like a nerdy dude. Yeah, trust me, the so-called nerdy ones are the ones that are the most dangerous, to be honest. But this is just makes a case study that what happens when you engage in that lifestyle, and as a result, this is how you usually go, either jailhouse or you're going to be or the cemetery, as either through other criminals or even through the security forces. But then again, this culture burst creates people like Bunny Hines, all the other people that have gone before him, and most of them are behind bars or in Mr. Madden's funeral home, whatever. But as I said, that it was just this is just a case study, and I said this for coincidence that hey, this is the end result happens when you engage in that lifestyle. Well, I'm sure a lot of people who know about this, and many of them are not going to learn that lesson, unfortunately. But the ones that do have sense and a more backbone, will say, yeah, this is a cautionary tale what you don't want to end up like. But the thing is, as to bear in mind, there are plenty of Bunny Hines in Jamaica. There's some are up and coming are going to be just as bad or worse, just like all many others before them. Because Jamaica, unfortunately, is a breeding ground for criminals. And we're going to speak the truth here. This is an open sermon. We're going to be shaming the devil today. I mean, Jamaica is, as I said, a breeding ground for these type of people, and we can also guess how his lifestyle was, how he grew up. Most likely, I'm sure Politics Watch has some more insight than I ever will. But yeah, is one less killer on the street? Yeah. Unfortunately, the conveyor belt of death in Jamaica, which Sir P always says, that's still going to be ruling, because there's going to be another Bunny Hines very soon or right now, because he said that I'm sure some of his criminal associates are still out there, and they're going to want revenge for this guy's death. Even though if it's not against the police, they're going to be saying, hey, we can't let this stand whatsoever. We're just going to have to make a duppy back. Even they're not going to go after the police themselves, I'm pretty sure that his criminal associates are still going to be out there. Well, until they most likely end up like him, whether it's through the police or some other criminals. Because this is the lifestyle that you live when you go down that road. It's not like it always ends with you being let out in handcuffs, or being led out, or getting a white sheet wrapped around you after they outline your body in chalk. Alright, so that's my cautionary tale for today. Alright, and so we can chalk up Andre Bunny Hines as a COB, a casualty of badness, like Politics Watch so eloquently puts. Alright, so this was State of Jamaica in the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Goes and Farron, Miles Productions, Real Thoughts and Miles. Alright.